Go Sports with the Deutsche Boys. Go Sports with the Deutsche Boys.
Go sports, go sports, go sports.
Welcome to the Go Sports Show with Zach and Darren, a.k.a. the Deutsche Boys.
Your favorite Deutsches, the only ones you know, probably.
You might know a couple other ones, and you might be a couple other
You
ones.
most likely are at least skimming through as another one. Getting the highlights. Someone's putting this through an AI device to get some. Give me the cold notes of this podcast so I can have a small conversation if I see them randomly.
Oh, now that is performative male friendship.
Absolutely, and you gotta try though. That's the effort you're putting in, and it's not too bad. It's better than most, I'd say.
It's a lot better than most. Most people don't even ask each other how they're doing.
Man, that's so true. You gotta ask your buddies how they're. Text them, guys.
Text your friends.
We talked about Kevin Durant with the male loneliness epidemic. A phrase I can say very well. Don't worry about it.
I practiced all week. Male loneliness epidemic.
I really struggle to say it. A word I've never said out loud.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm surprised the first time you said it, you didn't break down.
Loneliness.
Well, what do you mean the male loneliness epidemic?
Buddy, text your friends is all I'm saying. Texted my friend on his birthday.
Whose
It
birthday
my
was
friend
it?
Ryan. It was his birthday. Texted him. Haven't talked to him in a bit. You gotta just talk more.
How's he doing?
Not well.
Oh, no.
He's doing fine.
And it was his 39th birthday?
39.
Damn, dude. I wouldn't be doing well either.
39. And we're feeling fine. Shout out to Kim with his vasectomy.
Yes. Way to get the snips done, buddy.
Buddy, you're getting a vasectomy. I'm going to that place where you sleep over and they test out why you're snoring so much. We're living the middle-aged dream right now for men.
Do you think...
We're trying to get better, which is a lot better than most.
It's a lot better than most.
Kim doesn't have a dick anymore, and I'm going to lose my snores. Same thing.
Even trade.
Yeah, you can trade. That's what we decided. One of us had to do one.
I think even if I ever get a vasectomy, I'd still wear condoms and pull out.
We're praying. We're praying that you do, sir.
I would just be too nervous. Even
Still?
Even still, I'd be like,
They do a medical procedure, and you have to go through all of that, and you're still not enjoying yourself to the full extent.
no, because it's okay. If I enjoy myself in the moment by busting in it, quote unquote,
Yeah, that's not quote unquote. That's what you would actually do.
I would not enjoy the next 24 hours of until my partner gets her period again.
Your panic mode?
I'd still be in panic mode because maybe the
Buddy.
doctor missed and they sniffed my pee.
This is how
tube
conspiracy theorists start. They all get vasectomies. They stop believing. They go down a wormhole. They start questioning gravity. And then that's how they're beginning of the year, January 6th, they're running in the White House, pushing over statues or whatever,
Well,
pissing in corners.
because see, I wouldn't even be the one pissing in the corner because the doctor actually accidentally snipped my pee tube instead of my sperm tube.
That's true. You'd be getting your dick out and be like, "Come on, buddy, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it." Oh, forget it. We can't do anything. What's the point of having you?
My balls slowly start filling up because the pee got nowhere to go.
Can't pee. Can't impregnate my beautiful girlfriend who's left me for sure after this.
Oh yeah, if I'm doing January 6th up there, I got left months ago at the very least.
She's gone, man.
She's gone.
She's out of here.
People with a healthy relationship don't storm the Capitol.
No, man.
Putting that on,
Unless you're doing it together, and then that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
And that's pretty much Valentine's Day for you. You're not gonna when Valentine's Day comes, like, we're doing something on Valentine's. Didn't we do something on January 6th? Didn't we do that thing together?
And it's just a day. Valentine's Day is just a day. It's just a date. If we can't treat each other nicely and try to overthrow democracy on any day, then what are we even doing?
I want to look at how many couples proposed on January 6th, like at the they're like, oh, everyone's rushing the Capitol that day. I might as well get the ring, do the whole thing. We're gonna be on Nancy Pelosi's desk taking a shit on it. Might as well get down on one knee.
Oh, get Shaman to officiate? I'm never going to have more adrenaline than I do right now, babe. I'm just doing it. She was about to stab Chuck Schumer, and I'm like, wait. I have something more important to ask you.
Look, we're in our troll mode because, of course, we made a couple videos. One was me, completely me, after the gold medal game where I don't even know what I said. I was basically just mad about the 3-on-3 bullshit, and it went completely viral. So on our TikTok, all we've been getting, we have hundreds and hundreds of comments, all going down a list of many rude things to say to us. Many different, I don't know what you call them, trolls or kind of hacky insults towards Canada.
Yeah,
really.
It's tough to be like a comedian, a creative person out there putting yourself out there because you're getting met with all these normal people who don't know how to be creative or have an original thought getting in your comment section.
They're all saying, and after a while you start seeing it, everyone's literally saying the same stuff, and it's like 5 hacky things.
Here are the 5 cool things you can say to a Canadian pussy when they post on TikTok about losing. 1.
I found out this. They're calling us East Alaska. Did you even know that was an insult?
No, I didn't even know they knew about Alaska.
So someone put that down the first time, and I was just like, okay. And then they kept putting it, because everything's been repeated at least 100 times. And they kept doing it. I was like, is this an insult? Are they saying this a lot in America? Is this like a thing in their shitty dive bar that they're at every single night? But there's many more.
Well, I'm going to start calling them South Winnipeg. See how they feel about that.
Of course, 51st State, which is the hackiest one.
That's so easy. That's like your mom joke. I don't even feel that.
Yeah, it's literally made by your brain dead grandpa who has...
who somehow became the president.
Yeah, who is now the president and your leader and God, I think. Let's see. Anything else? I wrote down a few of them. A big one for me was ice. Call it they'd be like, instead of hockey, it's called ice football now. Many people, not just one guy. They all agreed on this awful thing. Imagine, so they called their game football.
Yeah.
A game that has nothing to do with using your feet and a ball.
Except for the part when they say that part's not football.
Sure. And they renamed hockey to call it ice football. Another sport that has nothing to do with your feet and a ball. And then they add in ice because it's cold.
Because there's ice.
On ice. Anyways, I can't.
And it just goes to show, like, football is the only thing that is, like, I guess, truly an American thing. But I don't even know, like, that's true. Because, like, everything in America is based off something they got from somewhere else.
Well, this brings me to another insult that they said a lot. It's our 4th favorite sport, and we beat you at it. And that's your favorite one. Or whatever the fuck they said. And so then I was trying to think. I was like, what the hell what are their top 3 favorites? And it's like, I looked it up, and it was like, football. We know football for sure.
We like football.
And then it's school mass shootings.
Oh, yeah.
That was number 2. And then it's electing pedophiles. Number 3. That's even a sport? I didn't even know that was a sport.
Well,
that's on Wikipedia.
And I think they got gold this year.
I know you can write in whatever you want on Wikipedia, but there's some sort of vetting. There's got to be some sort of vetting.
Yeah.
And stats are stats. Their viewerships are off the charts for those sports.
And they put up numbers.
And then then they like hockey, which they now call ice football, which is not creative, but says something about their brain development as well. Their literacy scores, I guess you could say.
I do think, and I might be making this up, I think the average Americans on average have like an elementary school reading skills.
For sure.
Which is...
Hey, mine's not great.
I can read a book.
But I understand things.
Right now, I'm reading a book about a painting.
Okay.
That's how smart I am.
Which painting?
The Goldfinch.
Oh.
I'm reading a book about a painting.
Donna Tartt.
Donna Tartt, yes. Have you read that book?
No. I haven't read it, but Nicole's a big Donna Tartt fan.
I just started reading it. It's
Damn it! I doxed my wife.
Oh God! Now, if anyone wants to get after you, they're going to go to all the Donna Tartt reading book clubs. The Donna Tartt reading book clubs. I just talked about reading a book, and I called it a reading book club.
Hey, they don't know what it's called. They're like, oh, I'm gonna Google that right now.
That's the one step down from a regular book club. At a book club, you talk about a book. At a reading book club, you just read it.
Yeah, exactly.
No one needs to use critical thinking at all to try to discern what it's about or what it means.
I honestly, let's just say something about my literacy. I always thought goldfinch was about a fish because it's close enough to saying goldfish. And that's vulnerable for me to say.
Goldfish.
I'm being vulnerable out here.
Well, maybe they just
That's
misspoke.
just who I am.
Maybe they misspoke and mistyped it and the publishers fucked it up.
Yeah. It went too far and she's like, they'll just read it. They'll figure it out.
Okay. Control F. Search and replace. Fish with bird. Woo!
They got it.
They got it. And then they're reading it being like, and you have the memory of a goldfinch.
What?
Is that like a simile I don't understand?
There's a lot of other insults that we can get into as well. A lot of people were just making fun of Connor McDavid for not getting a clutch goal. Let's get into the game. How about that before we get back into some other stuff?
Yeah, we can talk about the game. It was
there's
great
a lot of
game.
there's a lot of post shenanigans that happened, for sure. Talk about that after, but yeah. So we both went out. We woke up early.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to a bar. We'll shout out Tall Boys.
You're doxing Tall Boys. You're doxing a business we want people to patronize.
I love Tall Boys, and it's the best bar, and it showed the game, and they were very nice, and they hosted everyone. Full bar of people.
Full bar of people. They were serving breakfast. They were serving beers. They were serving coffees.
They're doing it all. As they should, and you know what? Keep it open every. They should open at 5 a.m. every single day.
I'd be there,
hoping for the best.
I'd be there to watch the national anthem on YTV.
Yeah. So we went to see the game. It was extremely stressful throughout the game. We were like watching the game. Canada's playing so well, and after you saw that, how do you feel after you saw that Hellebuck stick save on Taves, where Taves literally just had to push it in? But obviously he wasn't thinking. He just kind of tapped it. Hellebuck put his stick down. Save of the century.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Easily one of the best saves of all time, especially now that we know the outcome. But after you saw stuff like that, and the way he was just saving everything, if you watch enough hockey games, you're kind of like, this isn't looking good.
I was kind of hoping that I would feel the opposite. I'm like, okay, that's how close we are. Because it's got to happen.
Yeah.
It's just got to happen eventually.
Because to be honest, I had that feeling in the Czechia game, or even Finland, and I was like, it's not our time. Like, whatever, it's going down. Just the way that Soros is playing and all that. And then they just found a way to win. Yeah. And then Hellebuck was doing the same thing, and I was just like, they've got to figure it out. They've got to do something. And it wasn't meant to be. But
it's interesting that gold medal game came down to two goalies who really just genuinely aren't playing well in the NHL. Hellebuck also not having a good season.
Hellebuck
Binnington having a really bad season.
Hellebuck will be a Hall of Fame goaltender
because of that.
Because of his gold medal winning.
Vezinas.
And he won a Vezina and Hart the same year, which is very rare. So I think that kind of guarantees you, no matter what, he could retire and have a Hall of Fame career already. So, but yes, this year in the NHL, both Binnington and Hellebuck were just like average.
Yeah, maybe even slightly below. I think Hellebuck's also a sub 900.
Yep.
So like it's just like it sucks that if you told anybody coming into it that Hellebuck was going to be the reason you won this, you'd be like, really, this year?
Yeah.
You're going to tell me that this year? And then it happened, and then he played one of the greatest games I've ever seen in my life.
Amazing. He was incredible out there, stopping everything you could see except for one, and it was just a beautiful goal by Cale Makar. This is post not scoring on 5-on-3, right?
Yes, I believe.
So 5-on-3 happens, which is another troll they've been saying. about me complaining about the 3-on-3. He's like, you couldn't score on the 5-on-3.
We just want 5-on-5. No penalties, no 3-on-3
Yeah.
overtime.
No.
I don't want a man advantage on a penalty. Let's just keep it 5-on-5. We can figure out another way to make it fair. Maybe the penalty killers get no sticks.
Yes, we were saying that. Maybe no sticks. Maybe
Maybe they have to cover one eye. They all put on an eye patch, and so their
Yeah.
depth perception's all
Yeah,
messed
you just
up.
keep taking away things like a strip poker situation. every 10 seconds something goes away.
The more penalties you get, the more items you lose. Eventually, you're going to be in sock feet.
Yeah. You're using that sock on something else, keep it PG.
Woo! The last step of the penalty. If you get 10 penalties in a game, you got to have your winky out.
You gotta, yeah. Nothing protecting you, sorry.
This is not the first time on the podcast I've suggested players play a game with their winky out.
No, I'm not surprised, man. You love winkies.
I just think it's funny.
Yeah, it is funny to have your winky out,
Is it?
especially playing hockey.
Especially doing a sport, like watching it flop around and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. It's made to be funny, for sure.
It'd be humanizing. Maybe we wouldn't all be so mad at the American team because after we see their little winkies flopping around.
Yeah, you'd be like, it is cold. It is cold with it. You can't really be mad at them for looking like that.
Well, we're closer to the ice than you are.
Yeah. Kind of respect a few more guys than you should, than
Of
you wanted
course.
to. And
Of
then
course.
a lot of people were making fun of Austin Matthews' hairline after that game and after these last few days, mostly because he's the captain.
Yeah.
They went to go visit Trump and all that, and then people just went after him because he's a loser for doing that. And then I just want to say that I have the exact same hairline as Austin Matthews.
Whoa.
I am also 10 years older than him, but I just want to say, leave us alone.
Dude, if you ever get into a position of power,
Yeah.
you're cooked.
I'm cooked. If I wore a C, buddy, no one would actually respect me.
You're so lucky anyone making fun of you is punching down currently.
This poor guy has to wear a hat everywhere now because he's so self-conscious. No, he's actually not self-conscious at all. It's actually remarkable.
That's the only admirable thing I like about Austin Matthews is that he at the very least is like dressing how he wants to.
Take a razor to it, buddy.
Just be bald.
Or shave it down or something, like a Buzz.
Yeah.
Buzz might be okay.
You gotta have lettuce if you're in the show.
But he also has terrible facial hair. He knows that. It's not like thick.
But I think that's all. Like any like Mexican person with a mustache, I feel like it's like a thinner thing.
I guess so.
Is that a stereotype? Is that me being insensitive? I don't know.
I don't know. I will say that he looks bad with facial hair also. He should just be we like our captains like Matt Sundin. Just clean as a whistle. No hair whatsoever. We want you to slide on that ice after. We want you to be slippery.
Most of my life, my captain was either Daniel Alfredson or Eric Carlson. So just like
Handsome Swedish dudes.
beautiful Swedes.
And we had the other Swede.
Yeah.
Looks like a damn thumb over there.
And now we're stuck with Brady Tkachuk and Austin Matthews, two of the ugliest men on planet Earth. And I mean that fully incorporating their personalities as well.
respectively, but factually, two of the ugliest men on earth.
You know, being ugly is a lot about the way you act, right?
Yes,
Yes. And they act like pieces of shit.
they act like pieces of shit for sure. We do want to talk about the fact. We'll clear it a bit up how we feel about this 3-on-3.
Yeah, because everyone's misinterpreting the gripe we have.
The Czechia game where Canada won. People are always bringing that up. Canada won 3-on-3. You didn't complain then. I just want to say that was more of an even game than Canada USA.
Yes.
So it is truly like when they went to 3-on-3, anything could happen. When Canada played the States, Canada was dominating. Hellebuck played amazing. If you know hockey, you know that factually. Americans that watch that game knew that, and they can admit that. You won. It's okay to admit it now. Canada was dominating. And making it 3-on-3 evened it up for the States. It gave them a chance.
It fully changed the dynamic, the landscape, the momentum, the actual product of what's happening, the strategy, everything. It literally changes the entirety of the game.
You take 4 grown men off that already small ice.
Go off, John Cooper.
Yeah.
Go off, John Cooper.
You take 4 guys off the ice. That's a lot of people. People are saying 4-on-4 when Crosby got the goal.
Yeah,
There's a huge difference.
that's better.
Do 4-on-4. You take it. They actually play. There's a better chance of playing 4-on-4 in an actual game than there is 3-on-3.
That I think is not.
That's
not
what-
impossible.
That's crazy if that happens. If it's just 3-on-3 and you're not talking about overtime, just in the game, you're like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Like they ran out of players.
Even when multiple players get penalties on like at the same time, they'll just be like offsetting, still 5-on-5.
Yeah.
Like
So all I'm saying is that when you're playing 5-on-5 hockey, you lose a player here, you lose a player there, whatever, 5-on-4, whatever. It's fine. That's the game. That's the game you're playing. And then to go from that to 3-on-3 to decide a gold medal is nuts. Is crazy. It's such a big difference. And you just visually look at it and you can see the big difference.
we were sitting with some people who weren't really hockey fans, and the one woman asked me, she's like, "So why does everyone hate 3-on-3? Like, I don't get it." Within 20 seconds of watching, I look at her and she's like, "Okay, I understand why people hate, why
that's
people
true.
hate this."
She was like, "Why? Why does people like?" She was so confused. She's like, "Doesn't that seem like?" No, it's crazy because they don't do it in the NHL playoffs for a reason. They do it in the regular season because people got to go to work the next day. It's not as important. They want the games to end. But they would never do it when it's meaningful because it takes away from the win. It does. It just does.
It would honestly be like if NBA overtime like turned into like 1-on-1.
There's literally Olympic basketball, and then there's 3-on-3 as a different sport.
Because it's a different sport.
Just so Americans can conceptualize it a bit better because they understand basketball a lot better. 3-on-3 basketball is a separate sport than 5-on-5 basketball. And it would be really funny if they started calling it 5-on-5 basketball in the Olympics just so people understand there's a difference.
Yeah.
So if they do 3-on-3 hockey, fun. It
That's
would be
so awesome.
really fun to watch. Way different strategy.
And like you're giving so many more players a chance to play.
Yeah.
And like especially like showcasing such a different skill set too.
Speed would be incredible. Like maybe they would do 2 defensemen and one's like a rover guy. I don't know. You'd start really thinking about it. But I
That'd be
think
cool. That would be cool as
and
shit.
we were saying this before we were just chatting, like because it's been 12 years, that's a long time since the last Olympics with NHL players. You kind of forget the type of hockey it is. It's not NHL style. So you don't really need these like kind of gruntier guys to like just kind of slow you down. You need speed, you need skill, and that's what it is. So in retrospect, when people are like, "Where's Connor Bedard?" You're just like, "Where is he?"
Yeah.
Because obviously now, in hindsight, you're like, of course you take Connor Bedard's speed and skill over Tom Wilson, over Sam Bennett, over Brad Marchand, who looked awful.
Yeah.
Seth Jarvis, a ghost out there. Like, don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's tough, and like there was a lot of talk about again, and this goes to the speed and skill thing, as Evan Bouchard and Matt Schaefer is like
Yeah.
2 people that like would have been so well suited for this team,
Way more skilled. Than,
and again like that like people do a lot of criticizing of Canada's defense and how the men's defense and how they built that.
yeah.
Like, what is like, yeah, Drew Doughty kind of a legacy hire.
yeah.
Colin Parayko, yeah, he's a big guy who, in the NHL, when you're playing 82 games, yeah, you need this strong, big guy to wear teams down, especially in a series to 7 games. Like,
Yeah.
you want, like, the strategy of making people tired and beating people up is viable.
Yeah, in a series.
But it's not the same thing. Especially the bulk of the games you're playing are preliminary that don't affect each other and don't even really matter.
Yeah.
So, like, why are you trying to tucker people out?
Yeah.
You don't need that.
And the World Cup, which apparently is in 2 years, which I did hear after, is a real thing that's going to happen again. I don't know if they're going to have Russia or whatever, but that would be cool.
Don't know if you can hear that.
Don't know if you can hear that. There was a police. But
Every time Darren hears the police, he kind of freaks out.
Yeah, I freak out. I'm like, I didn't pay my taxes again. But what was I saying? Basically, the World Cup's coming up, and I don't know what format it is, but I'm pretty sure World Cup is more NHL branded
Yeah.
and more NHL style, and then the Olympics is kind of like more skill style, I guess you would say, because there's less. They don't want any fighting, obviously, because it's Olympics, it's a world thing. You want countries fighting each other.
You can't fight somebody in the same game. You get a stuffy as a
Yeah.
as a reward.
That's the whole thing. So then, okay, let's talk about the 3-on-3 a bit. From what we saw, it didn't last long. I don't even know how long it lasted. It seemed like it was just so quick. Canada once again won the face-off. They had a chance. McDavid comes down the middle, misses the shot, and I think from that it kind of went the other way.
Yeah, and
Jack
Makar, like
Hughes.
the puck kind of slipped out, and like two of the States were coming to get it, and Makar kind of pinched. And if he gets that puck,
Yeah.
he pinched a little hard, which
Yeah.
is decent. He's like the fastest defenseman in the league. If he gets that, that's a 2-on-0, a 2-on-1 at the very most.
And I do believe you got to take chances with that, and that's fair enough, but that's what happens. That's literally what happens. It's just constant. This is why it's a different game than 5-on-5. It's just constant 2-on-1s back and forth. Possession is everything in 3-on-3. They literally, once they get the puck, they literally just skate back, change. Like, they do everything once they get possession because it just means everything.
Yeah.
And you hope for turnovers, which is what happened, and fucking the States won. Jack Hughes, great shot. Binnington, no chance, really. I don't know what
Yeah.
to say. I'm not going to ever blame Binnington because
No,
he played great
He played great.
all tournament. He played great. So I don't even know how many goals we gave up, but it wasn't that many. So he played as good as you can do. And that game, not too many shots at him to be like Canada was really good. I don't know, like
I've like 25. or
I've
something.
honestly seen Leaf playoff games where that has happened. So maybe it brought back some some memories for me where Leafs look like they were gonna win, they're dominating, and then that's what hockey is. One shot, one goal, that's all it takes.
a fluke.
Fluke, bounce off the
weird-
butt, but I mean 3-on-3 is another thing. But that's the scary part about hockey. It's like no matter how good you think you are, you just need a break, you just need a shot, you need a mistake,
Yeah.
and fucking there you go.
You need a missed too many men call. You
Yeah.
need. I don't know.
I know.
That's the only other
People
thing-
are
only
also
other gripe I
complaining
have.
with the refs. I thought it was honestly mostly fine. There's a few things. The too many men was weird.
That was egregious.
It was egregious because it's on the side where the cameras are pointed. Literally, that's how they get called, is when the puck is in the area. Because then you're just like, okay, now I have to call it. It's where the puck is. Because usually it's like, you dump it in and then you look back and you can see all these players. It's kind of a joke. You see all these people going off, jumping on. Not necessarily, you don't have to wait for someone to come off to jump on, right? So to actually see it right in front, and everyone just there's some Canadian players like putting up their arms, being like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then they didn't call it. It was weird.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, the troll response to that is, well, you couldn't score on the power play anyway,
You couldn't
Which-
score on the 5-on-3.
which is fine.
The Americans literally put up the best penalty kill of all time. They never gave up one goal, which is remarkable.
Yeah. So
And Canada was like an all-time best at power play, but the defense beat the offense when you have Hellebuck being the goaltender over there and all that. But
to summarize, the things we're mad about:
Many,
3-on-3
many.
deciding any game, any tournament. That's not fun. Canada being the better team and losing feels bad, and Americans being the least deserving of anybody to feel the joy of winning a gold medal.
yeah, we've been hearing this a lot, which is Canada would win. It would be celebrations in the streets, fireworks, honking horns, and then America winning. They literally run to their computers and just troll Canadians for beating them. They don't actually care about the sport, about winning. They just wanted to make Canadians feel really shitty.
Yeah.
and they succeeded.
It's top down,
Yeah.
this bully mentality, and it's just like, it's so sad.
Yep.
It is so sad.
And of course, that game got tarnished immediately because FBI director, a man of the same skin tone as myself, who I'm ashamed of, Kash Patel, and I think he's a disgusting fucking loser, pedophile protector, piece of shit. And I think I'm pretty known for saying such things about him
course,
and
of
their
course.
government. And I think a lot of people didn't like the fact that he was there. A lot of people that love American hockey were so like turned away as soon as they saw that.
So fast.
It was like 10 seconds of joy that they had. After 46 years, you get your gold medal, not including the women, but the men's team finally gets their gold medal, and then they see this fucking loser who looks like the biggest dork ever, doesn't belong in that locker room.
Oh yeah, I saw a lot of people being like, "What frat didn't you get into?"
Yeah.
Like, you are celebrating as hard, if not harder, than them.
Yeah.
You're like, how did this? I know that we like put a lot of beer in the fridge, but this guy's had 16 beers.
Yeah.
This is too many.
He looks like the older brother that's just kind of hanging out, being like, I got beers, guys. We're all here to party. Come on.
One time I was at a function where the person's older brother came
Yeah.
and was just like kind of fucking up the vibe in the same way Cash
Yeah,
Patel
yeah,
is.
yeah.
And we were with our friend's boss, who is Chinese, and he has long hair.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "Oh, I would have assumed you were Japanese because you have long hair." And we're like, "You're just fucking this vibe up so
Holy shit.
hard.
He's such
You are ruining the vibe in the same way Cash Patel." I guess he's not ruining the vibe. I guess they loved his vibe.
I don't
They
know.
loved his vibe.
I don't know. It's hard to picture those guys liking a guy like Kash Patel is all I'm gonna say. A guy that's a lot older, super dorky, thinks he's one of the guys, is not. These guys are actually playing with like the best, the most elite guys in their country. They have camaraderie, kind of family. They've built this because they all came up together too. You have to remember that. And like under 16, under 18, all these teams, a lot of similar players. And then they know each other. So then they finally get a fucking gold medal. And then they look and there's this beady little fucker that's just like, we did it! And he's just like chugging a beer, like costs Americans $400,000 so he can fly over in a private jet, watch the game. Apparently he's been like, that's what he does. Like he makes up that he goes to important meetings and stuff just so he can like fly around wherever the fuck he wants to go and use the plane and justify being like a shitty guy. Hey, if any time in the world this was gonna happen, it was gonna happen now. So
I guess it's ultimately good. We're like unmasking more and more of the world and letting more and more people show us their true colors.
he's so gross. And of course, at one point during the celebration, he's just like, don't worry, guys. I'm calling Trump. I'm gonna get your president, the man you guys all love, on the phone right now. Literally in a locker room for some locker room talk, as he loves to be.
Well, of course, you don't want Donald Trump to miss out on some locker room talk.
He loves locker room talk. Are you kidding me? As soon as Cash went in there, he's just like, we should start a podcast, Mr. President. Call locker room talk. What do you think?
You know, if we said anything fucked up in the last couple months, grab a mic.
Grab a mic, right?
Somebody start filming.
It's international waters in here. You can say anything.
No, you're in Italy.
you're in a teenager's locker room right now.
Oh God.
Yeah, this locker room is really funny also because they just look, it's like they're gonna be taken down.
Yeah.
Like they're so temporary looking. But anyways, he gets on the phone with President Trump, and of course he has to be like, taking down a notch of the women's gold medal team and be like, just so you know, I have to invite the women.
Sorry, guys, it's not going to be fun because the women are going to be there.
Yeah, literally one of the best hockey teams of all time in Olympic history. They allowed 2 goals the whole tournament. They were so dominant. And that's also the difference between the women's game and the men's game. The women's game was way more even.
Oh, and they deserve to win.
And the American team throughout the tournament deserved to win. But in that game, if Canada won, you'd be like, they played great in that game, you know?
Yeah.
But because America won, everyone's just like, okay, it was even. America was good the whole tournament, good for them. In the men's game, you're just everyone's still in shock that Canada lost. Like, you still can't even believe it after like an eye test of watching that game. Everyone's just like, how the fuck did that happen? Anyways, this guy has to put down one of the greatest hockey teams of all time just because he's literally in our locker room and can say anything he wants. And of course, the men's hockey team defended them by being a bunch of fucking cowardly pussies and just laughing at the joke. And you know, there's sometimes when you're around like an authoritative figure, a boss, a teacher, I don't know, someone above you, they might say something inappropriate. It happens. It happens all the time. But
Constantly.
usually it goes like this. It's like Zach. Zach's my boss, and he always says something shitty about women. You know.
Hey,
constantly.
don't you think that your daughter? Wouldn't you rather had a boy?
And then I go, totally, man. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, you sound dejected. You sound like you don't want to listen to this, but you want to just say something appeasing so they go away. But these guys, they're all just like, oh man,
Oh, Mr. President.
he's the president. He's just like us.
It's so cool. They keep saying that. They're like, I don't know why it has to, like, it's cool to be called by the president regardless. I would have liked a call from Biden, Obama, George Bush,
Yeah.
whatever. It's like, this guy's a fucking pedophile.
Yeah,
He is a rapist. He is a pedophile. He is tearing your country apart. He is instituting the army everywhere. And you can't, you can't just, that's not a get out of jail free card. You can't just say that and be like, it's cool. Like, you're stupid if you think it's still cool.
Your literal captain is half Mexican. And how does he not have empathy for what's going on in America right now? He still is lining up. They all went on Tuesday to go visit Donald Trump, lined up, shook his hand, took their little dumb pictures with him. It's just, these will not age well. Do you understand? Do you understand this is history? You going to worship your Lord and Savior Donald Trump, taking pictures with these will not age well at all. There's literally the Epstein files are old pictures of Donald Trump hanging out with Epstein.
You are, in deflecting these questions and continuing to defend yourself, you are kicking the rock down the road, and this road ends at the edge of a cliff. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, sure, you're doing, like, the PR you're doing right now and not apologizing might feel good for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But you're going to be an asshole eventually.
Look, I'm not saying anything about the Kachuk brothers. Those guys are far gone. They're white supremacists. They're fucking disgusting pigs. God, fuck them, you know? But there are probably some players on that team that will have kids that grow up that you will have to answer to.
Yeah.
Why did you go meet that guy? The guy that's a convicted felon who died before he could be put in jail because he's so fucking old and gross?
Hey, why are you making your mother, our grandmother, defend you two when you're both grown-ass men who can stand on whatever, who can, I don't know, fucking reckon with your decisions that you're making? I hate that the Hughes mom had to go on and be like, well, it's just so great for both the men's team, and I know the men were very supportive of the women. They would hang out with them.
It's also pretty sad because a lot of people were just like, oh, I can't wait for the Hughes mom I can't wait for her to speak out and say something, because she actually has like I think like an executive role with the women's team. I'm not sure what her role is,
And
but
like played as
she definitely played and all
Yeah.
that. But she right now is a part of like the how
organization.
the especially like USA Hockey in general, but picking the women's team, and she's a part of that whole organization. And the women's team is very left leaning. Their whole like PWHL, everything they do great stuff with minorities and the community and whatever. And she came out and basically said nothing at all. Just I don't know if she got to PR or something, or couldn't speak from her heart or whatever. Just wants to be happy for her boys, but bunch of losers basically.
It fucking sucks that she had to do that. And I'm not even saying she didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
But it sucks that women in general have been conditioned to just like accept men's behavior.
Yeah.
For whatever it is, whatever they do.
But
And it's like these are your boys. You could spank them. I wouldn't give a fuck if you spanked them on live TV. That would be awesome. Because they are being fucking losers. They are shitty little boys and they're being fucking losers.
What's her? Well, I'm sorry, I didn't get her. I forgot
Ellen.
Ellen Hughes. You had your chance. You could have made an example of your little boys in front of the world.
You could have given those boys the belt, and Luke would learn.
You could have positioned yourself as the next Democratic leader if you just gave your boys a little talking to, saying, "Don't do that. Don't meet up with the guy that's a convicted felon."
But they're my boys.
They're my boys.
They're my beautiful little boys.
They
don't
mean
know
well.
better.
Let's get into the Hughes brothers. Another thing people like to bring up, Canadians actually, that they learned how to play hockey in Canada and could have easily been if they chose to, because I think they became like from age 2 or something.
Yeah.
Because I mean they're still very young right now, so it's like
Jack Hughes looks 13.
Yeah. Also,
And Quinn Hughes looks 80.
Also, yeah, one of them is like dating Tate McRae, who's a Canadian, whatever. I don't care about that. But I never actually looked at his face, and he truly does look like he's 12 years old.
He looks like a little boy.
They're so young looking.
He looks like the kid from White Lotus.
Yeah,
He
he
does.
does.
And
Absolutely.
see, that's kind of how I picture him moving about the world, just being like, I want you to like me. I want you to like me. And the one time you finally try to do something where people don't like you, you almost die.
Yeah, yeah. And also in White Lotus, he famously jerked off his brother,
He jerked off his brother.
which you could see them doing now.
Oh yeah,
And
for
maybe-
sure.
Hey, maybe
Why do you
that's
think Quinn's got that look in his eyes?
maybe that's why they got to suck up to Donald Trump, because they relate a bit. And another thing I want to say is McDavid. God love you. He became the MVP of the tournament. Once again, that's out of his hands. He won the Conn Smythe when he lost. He became the MVP of the Olympics. Both of these trophies are great if you win. Stop giving it to the fucking losing team, guys.
You're
That's
not
not
doing something
McDavid's
nice.
fault.
You're not doing something nice for them.
He did set the record for the most points in an Olympic tournament, but he lost the game. He doesn't care about your fucking MVP thing. Put him on the first team All-Star or whatever you want to call it for the Olympics. Great. But you don't have to give him the MVP and make a whole thing out of it and point to another thing that he lost. So he's lost 2 Stanley Cups and a gold medal. That's 3 years in a row. Honestly, on par with kind of like the Buffalo Bills 4 Super Bowl losses in a row. Like, he's not obviously 4 years in a row, but that's a hell of a run
It really is.
in
And
sports.
I know it's
very
like-
hard to do.
it's leaving out Four Nations, which I guess we'll see how much weight Four Nations holds
Yeah.
in the long run. Because it kind of just seems like when they started it, it's like, it's a thing we'll do for fun. And
Yeah.
then the gold medal game was like, oh, this is not a thing we're doing for fun.
Yeah,
This
I
is
mean,
very serious.
If they do the World Cup again, then they definitely won't do 4 Nations. But they kind of did it being like, okay, we need like a warm up. We need to get people, excited about it. And to obviously it's not the Olympics, and Canada has won the Olympics many times, but it was still a best on best tournament. I don't care. Like, you would have give a shit if America won.
oh, of course.
And Canada won, and it was fun, and it was our best players, and it was your best players, and it was a great game, a better game, really, than the Olympics, to be honest. Like an Olympic-style game where you don't just run around and elbow everyone and fight everyone like idiots. I guess you have a chance if it goes 3-on-3 and you're just playing a different sport, but realistically, you're getting outmanned. You're getting dominated.
Yeah. Oh, you
In a series, as they said, 9 out of 10 times Canada wins that game.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
it's the way it goes. And I do feel bad for McDavid because, once again, a goalie could win you or lose you a game. A player, they'll try their best to literally set the record for the most points in an Olympic tournament. And if they don't score in those clutch games, that's kind of what I want to talk about a bit too. In hockey, it's such a rare thing to be a true clutch top player.
Yeah.
Like it's not as common as you think. And I think it's the mentality of quarterbacks, coming clutch in the Super Bowls or whatever, basketball, game-winning shots, stuff like that. Hockey is just not like that. It's just not.
No, not
Unless
at all.
it's literally Hellebuck, like a goalie that can save your ass by getting 41 saves, which is, to me, it's a miracle. It's like it's a miracle on ice too. Like,
yeah, it's just like, and there's no there. The goalie's the only player that can be like, in the way the quarterback is, or like a star basketball player is, like involved in every play.
yeah,
Because like,
yes,
it's just not gonna happen. Like in hockey, like even your best players, aside from a power play, they're on the ice for like 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's a third of the game.
Yeah, like you're not playing the whole time. Whereas LeBron, or any star player for that matter, is going to play 48 minutes.
He could play in a playoff game. Even in Game 7, you could have your star players playing the whole game.
And so it's like that. The fact that star players have way more influence on the game, coupled with the randomness that comes with hockey, because it's way more random than any other sport is.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, you can't have a Connor McDavid, who is far and away, eye test, the best player in the world, can't have the same impact on winning.
If we watch these Game 7s that he's lost, and we watch this gold medal game, and you always believe going into the game, you're just like, one game, you got to do. But it's just not the way it works. They can shut him down. They can very easily shut down one guy, to be honest. And the regular season's not the same. Playoffs NHL playoffs is different. It's just unfair. I think it's just really unfair. And we're not Edmonton Oilers fans. We're just hockey fans that see this guy just going through it, and it's not completely your fault. You're on a team full of all-stars. Nate McKinnon misses an open net, and he's getting a lot of shit for it, as he should, and it's haunting to watch that. Knowing, have you watched it after that? I watched it, and it's such a quick pass, quick release that you're just, in retrospect, in hindsight, take a second, and you had so much time. Because even in that moment, Hellebuck was kind of tied up. He wasn't even that quick getting across.
And I feel like McKinnon was barely shooting at all this whole tournament.
Yeah.
So it was just
he was in that slot.
Yeah.
That's how he got the game winner against Finland, the winning goal, and then he was all set up to get it again, to be honest. And once again, 9 out of 10 times, he fucking nails that because he's so good. Also,
I might say 99 out of 100 times.
Yeah,
9 out of 10 doesn't do it justice.
Oh, and that's why watching that game, the hockey gods, fucking, if there is a god, there are only hockey players. But there is a god. They're only watching sports, and they care about hockey. Yeah, you just know they're something happened there, because that's crazy that happened, and I can't believe it. The Taves save, the McKinnon miss, the
5-on-3,
the 5-on-3, nothing. And someone made a point, not that this is an excuse, this is not an excuse, but I do think it's a reason. There's no way they practice 5-on-3 that much.
No, of course not.
Because it's just so rare that it would even happen. It's a lot of even up penalties being called. It's very rare that it'll be a 5-on-3, especially for that amount of time. It would be 5-on-3, maybe 30 seconds or something left. It's okay, we have to, whatever. And it's usually not. But I think it was an obvious. That's what it was. It was a high stick where it hit someone's face, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was. I can't remember.
No, I think that's the Finland one.
Okay.
I don't actually remember what.
No,
the
no, that was
fuck
McKinnon, and then it was McKinnon in the Finland
Oh.
one.
Okay. yeah.
Anyways,
It's all a blur.
it's all a blur. Fine with it. Anything else I wanted to bring up before? Yeah, we got the post-Olympic blues now.
Yeah, I coming into this, like usually we'll do some prep. We'll both come with some stuff we want to talk about on this show, and I'm just like I was like all I could think about is how like every clip I've watched of the men's team at the White House and all that shit, and like it's just I can't stop being sad about it.
It's actually hurting us. Like we've had 2 clips that went viral. One was a immediately post game, and I was mad about the fucking 3-on-3 thing, and that's the one that went viral. And the other one is from our last week's podcast where we just talked about how America does not care about hockey the way we do. And it's just true. Like it's factually true. It's in our soul. It's in our blood. It's us. We're going to be feeling about this and talking about this for weeks, for months until another best on best where we can get revenge. And I really, really hope because there's been 12 years and because it's been 46 years since America won any fucking thing, that Canada really, really takes this absolutely seriously. Not that they didn't, but like take it like do or die. We cannot let America win again because look at the way they are. They do not understand how to be humble at all, how to enjoy a win. Their enjoyment is watching us be sad. And we can't help but be sad because we care about it so much.
And the people who are enjoying the win are the least deserving people to be happy I think I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. It's fucking Cash Patel.
It's Cash Patel, and it's a bunch of stupid fucking rich white losers
Yeah.
going to get their balls tugged on by the president, who would tug on their balls if they were a World Junior team.
Okay, yeah, it's true. Actually, those are probably too old for him, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. That's they're some of those kids are 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way like I feel is like in a world where Canada wins, Colorado Avalanche fans aren't like, oh, now we got to come back to Nate McKinnon and Cale McCark with their gold medals in their country. Like, oh, they're being assholes. But,
Yeah.
like, as a Sens fan, I'm not excited to watch Brady and Jake Sanderson come back and play. You're probably not excited to watch Austin Matthews come back and play. Like, we have to cheer for these people who fully mask off are like white supremacist, fascist, abetting at the very least, aiding and abetting at the very least.
This is a very, very good point because, yeah, we are all kind of like feeling like literally Hellebuck plays for Winnipeg, Sanderson, Kachuk play for Ottawa, Matthew, like so many good American players play for Canadian teams. And we all have to be like, you know what? The thing is, it's like, okay, we're going to clap for you. You did good, whatever. But it's like, we don't want the fans of America make us not want to. The team is like, fine. It's like, okay, you beat us fair and square. That's the way it goes, whatever. But it's like the Matthew Kachucks, the fucking, whoever else is on there that we give a shit about. But it's like, Cash Patel.
Dylan Larkin put his gold medal around Cash Patel's neck.
Sure he did. Of course
Just
he
so
did.
you know, just so we can have some more shit to be upset about.
Yeah. So that kind of stuff is really, really bothersome and really, really tough to think about, really.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. It's just not cool. Like Quinn Hughes has to go back to Minnesota, to a state that's being literally terrorized by government organizations.
Yeah.
He has to go back there and play in front of those people after going and kissing Donald Trump on his neck.
Yeah.
Like what do we do? Like, how do we move forward still just enjoying this shit? Because especially, I mean, always sports have been filled with assholes who are on the wrong side of history constantly.
Yeah.
But I feel like now more than ever, I'm like having a hard time reconciling cheering for these people.
Yeah.
Even on the grander scale of just liking the team that being emotionally attached to the team that they happen to play for.
Yeah, it's really tough to think about, but yeah, it's just one of those things where we're like another thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that America is not the best at winter sports. Norway is.
A country with
like Scandinavian countries, like
a 50th of the population.
yeah, I think they have like 5 million, and there's a whole thing we get into about like the way they bring up their kids in sports and how important it is to just like how to make them have fun over anything over competition. Anyways, they win the Olympics every single time, right? And everyone's happy with that.
I love that.
Everyone's so happy with that because they're humble, they're quiet, they're just like they just love winning and then they're just keep it to themselves, whatever. And like America won this hockey gold medal and the women are great. The women are fine. And we can deal with that because that's a great rivalry. But the men is just open a whole other can of worms where your own citizens, your own fans are cheering against you now because you guys are such fucking morons. Yeah. So it does suck that America won, but I will say in the end here, America had to win a game. And I was thinking about this maybe before the game even happened. I was thinking about it because America, it's not really a rivalry if you don't win a game. It's like um, Maria Sharapova and Serena Williams. Everyone's like, what a rivalry. And then Serena Williams won like 80% of those games. Like, it's just, you need to win something if this is going to be a competition. If we just keep winning everything, then whatever. But that's just the way it goes. They got to get one. They got their one. Now let's go in another 46 years.
Yeah,
okay?
please. I would love that. I would love to be dead the next time the States win.
This was a real venting podcast
Oh,
today. We
yeah.
didn't have a lot of jokes, I will say.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get many clips out of this.
We're pretty serious about how much we dislike pedophiles.
Because it's serious. Like, they made it so serious.
They made it political.
You're over here talking about it's not political. Buddy, you're going to eat the ass of a president
Yeah.
who is a convicted criminal, who there is proof that came out 2 days later that, like, literal proof, not that there wasn't before, that he's assaulting and having sex with children, that he's literally a fucking pedophile. And, like, don't call it not political, you dumb fucking fuckers. You're so stupid.
Yeah, and there's not one player on that team that will talk about politics. But yes, you were literally partying with Kash Patel and went to the White House to go give old Gramps a hug. Anyways.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool to get to ride in a cop car. Oh, you're not paying attention to how the police act? Like, ugh.
Guys, those pictures will not age well. I'm going to say it again. They will not age well.
Even if Donald Trump dies before any of this comes to reckoning, it's good. You're gonna.
And we're praying for it.
I pray for it every day. I pray for that huge mark on his hand just get bigger and bigger until it swallows him whole.
It's a big blob in the sky that's going to suck him up.
We would much rather be the Crosbys and the McDavids, the guys barely with any personality, with silver medals, than guys with gold medals with the worst personalities I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing. Like McDavid, I still don't know what's going on between his eye or beyond his eyes, I should say, but and between them really. But Crosby, I know, is just like a quieter, nice kid from the Maritimes. I just know that.
Did you see that clip come up of him? He was coaching some like youth girls team, and he was like,
Oh,
"Okay,
yeah,
guys, come on," and then he goes, "Wait, what do girls like to be called? Would you rather be called girls?" And they're like, "Guys is fine."
Yeah.
And it's just
they're
like,
okay with guys.
Like,
He just cares. You
not
can tell.
saying that would excuse some, like, if he has a moment of misogyny or whatever. But like, it's just like the cameras aren't on him in that moment. Like, there are cameras on him, but he doesn't know that. Like, he's just like, it's just like you can tell he's just not rotten to his core, like a lot of these American guys are.
Anyways,
Sorry, I could talk about this
the
forever.
Canadian brass. I just want you to know, Canadians have so much pressure to never lose again. the next whatever World Cup, the next Olympics, we want it all. We're taking it all. We're taking it very seriously now. Okay?
Literally, geopolitics rely.
Yeah.
The stabilizing of the global network is relying on Canada not letting the States win things anymore.
It is political. Don't ever say it's not, because we just saw that it is. God bless ya. We love ya. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Keep trolling.
No, bye.